This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was waiting and wondering and worrying if you were going to get any money back, and then waiting, wondering, and worrying some more. Now, Taxes is matching with a TurboTax expert who can do your taxes as soon as today. An expert who gives your taxes their undivided attention as they work on your return, while you get real-time updates on their progress so you can focus on your day. An expert who will find you every deduction possible and file every form, every investment, everything with 100% accuracy. All so you can get the most money back guaranteed. No waiting, no wondering, no worries. Now this is Taxes. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live full service. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Brothers and sisters, it's March Madness, one of the most magical times of the year where somebody gets crowned to be the ultimate winner on each side, men and women, you feel me? But guess what also happens? Someone has to lose, man. As a matter of fact, a lot of people has to lose. Whenever you take a loss, bro, that's just a loss on that aspect. That's just a loss right there in that arena. A lot of these losses be shaping us to be the person that we need to be for the next W we gonna get, you feel me? All the people who take losses in these tournaments, bro, you would never see them say, okay, cool, I quit now. Well, we lost. We didn't win a championship. I quit now. You don't see Steph Curry. They didn't win a championship last year. He didn't quit now. That boy just dropped 52 this year in a regular season game. So just remember out there when you going through life's ups and downs and catch an L here and there in life, bro, that L is really what, let that be a lesson. Turn that loss and make that stand for a lesson, you feel me? And keep it moving and push that to the agenda, to the front of the agenda for that next W you gonna get. Because, bro, somebody gotta win. And next time, why not be you? You feel me? So let's celebrate the L's because that's going to make us who we need to be to get them W's. You dig us? Hey, you got to know.
Hey, don't I be with Juju serving everybody? Hey, appreciate you having me, big dog. How is everything, man?
Man, everything cool, man. Like I said, bro, I'm so happy and so proud to live in the era where my dog, Young LA, is really like actually rising from the ashes, like the Phoenix, with the black boy, white boy swag, with the haircut, boy, with the crosses on me everywhere. Oh my God, I'm blessed.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. I love seeing the anti-revival too, because bro, that's an all-time record. Him, Tip, Dro, everybody went in, bro. A classic for sure.
Exactly. That shit, it be turning up the whole Atlanta. I be in certain parties like going to NBA events and stuff like that. They'll play that not knowing what they playing. I'm like, I'm finna actually turn up the whole spot.
Yeah, like this is an Atlanta national anthem right here.
Right,
you feel me?
That and a couple of other songs. Rest in peace to Shawty Low. Rest in peace to Young Scooter, man. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We gonna have a good sports weekend coming up. Got the Final Four popping off. We getting into the hunt where playoff seeding is on the line with each NBA game. It's a great time of the year, my guy.
Hell yeah, it's a great time of the year. But bruh, it's not a great time for my dog Ja Morant and his pockets. I mean, it's always a good time for his pockets when you got that much money, extra sloppy. But man, them gun gestures, the NBA done gave my dog a warning. Then he came right back with 2 of the bazookas.
Next game. next game, he came back with the pow. You feel me? He came back double the trouble.
Right.
Yeah, it's wild. And it's a big discussion going on social media about how unfair the NBA is being here. And dog, look, I'll be the first to ride with you when you call the NBA out on their hypocrisy, on their inconsistencies and all that. But this ain't it, dog. Like, they warned that man yesterday not to do this, and he did it the very next day, dog. Like, I get that people have an axe to grind on the NBA based with how they do disciplinary actions with serious topics like domestic violence and such, and how this doesn't align with how seemingly lenient they are on that. I get that, but I feel like this ain't the argument to kind of take that stance on, because this ain't about that, dog. This is just an employee not giving a damn about what his boss is telling them he can and can't do. That's all this is, dog.
Right. You can't go straight from the commissioner office or the phone call or the Zoom or whatever they talk to him on and go straight to Miami and first shot. I'm to my first quarter. He shot that thing
early in the game, right?
He let it loose.
Yeah, he a wild boy. man. He a wild boy. But yeah, I mean, bro, like I just think people are taking it way too serious. Like I said, I don't think this is an indictment on Ja. I don't think this is the NBA having an agenda against him. Bro, it's just a worker and his boss seeing how far they can push each other. That's all this is.
I feel like we had a couple of historic performances this week with the Joker, 62, 10 and 10 in a loss, epic loss with my dog Westbrook.
Hurt my soul. Russ is my guy, but bro.
Bruh, it's like, I got two reasons. Like, number one, you're only up 1 point. So go and lay it up. I see the point or the angle you're trying to get them to real quick, but you got to dunk that home at least.
Right.
You got to make sure you get that one.
I mean, I think 2018 Westbrook would have yammed that, but he ain't got it no more. You know, the lift ain't there. But yeah, and then the foul on the three. I don't know. I feel like that's more on the rest, but I also feel like Russ, you shouldn't have even been close, bro. Keep your feet on the ground and just put your hand up when you run out on the shot like that, bro.
Right. You're gonna have to be a hero tonight, Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Big knob.
Right. We went for that. The Steph Curry being. Steph Curry, I don't know if he's turning back the clock or that's just his time.
Incredible.
Like the job, and that's the problem I kind of got with Ja a little bit, bro. You shoot the guns whenever Steph Curry ain't around, dropping 52 on your head, but you're gonna shoot him against Tyler Hero in the game.
Right.
Don't do it like that because I feel like you can't allow. I don't care how great you are, 52. When playoff seeding is this important to your team and that team. Bruh, like, talk about how Steph Curry himself is like Jimmy Butler, the arrival. I never thought that they was going to look this good, this fast on that team. You feel me?
Yeah. 37 years old and still incredible. Like, I always knew Steph's game was going to age great because it's a very low impact game, right? Like, his game revolves around him yanking you and getting space or running around the screen and getting space. Like, he's not a Russell Westbrook who we just described, who depended so much on that burst and that explosiveness, right? So I knew his game was going to age well. But for him to just be still just like a top 5 guy at 37 years old, it feels like, right? Like that's unprecedented, man.
You know who had an incredible performance last week that's not getting talked about enough, in my opinion? Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bro put up, what was his stat line the other night? 100, 100, and 100. Bruh, no Dame time, no real help for real on that bench. Kind of weak roster a little bit if you squint, but bro putting up historical numbers, dog. I don't think he get the respect he deserve in this day and age. What you think, bro?
I totally agree. He had a 20 assist game. I think it was 50, 21, 16 was 50, 16, 21 was the stat line. Right. Just bro, like I just don't understand why there isn't more talk around Giannis.
Yeah.
And I think me personally, I think Giannis is the second best player in the world. I think only Jokic, right? He's a dude who has given us 30, 12, and 6 for the past 5 seasons, and has been an all defense guy while doing it. He's in the class with Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon as the only players to ever win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year the same year. And it feels like there's no discussion around him. I don't get it. I don't know if it's because we all know that Milwaukee is just not doing anything in the postseason. Maybe that's it. Maybe we know that team ain't going nowhere. You brought Doc Rivers in to try to save you. Man. That's when you know you scrambling, right? But yeah, Giannis is incredible, bro. And like I said, I just don't understand why there's not more discussion around him.
Right. Moving on, bro. We got some people. We got a hotline here on the show, man. And we allow the fans of the show to give their calls in and just give us their takes, their wacky questions. So, Miss Rebecca, cue some of those calls up for us right quick so we can go through some of them. You did me.
Juju, this is Funwin from Madison, Wisconsin. I got a daughter coming in August. I got a question for you. How early is too early for me to introduce her to the great race relation movie, Rush Hour? I'm talking about 1 and 2. All right, thanks, man. Bye.
How early is too early to watch the movie Rush Hour? We got to guess. I'm going to let my dog Tyler hit that one first. What you think, bro? How early is too early to watch Juntao on the board?
The great cultural commentary movie, as he referred to it. First off, congrats to him for having a daughter on the way.
Yes, sir.
Big, shout out to that. Rush Hour, going back to what he said about how it is a great comedy that's rooted in cultural differences, right? Which I wholeheartedly agree on. And the thing is, I see like, you know, there's a lot of discussion around this movie every so often on Twitter where people are like, you couldn't make a movie like this anymore. Everyone's too PC. And I don't think I agree with that, because the comedy that was in Rush Hour, of course, it was rooted in notions of black people and the notions of Asian people, right? Like that was the dynamic there. But there was never anything that was disrespectful or harmful. Right? Like it was the comedy there was cracking jokes on the cultural differences rather than trying to crack jokes on saying that this culture is inferior.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Neither one of them stood for that.
Exactly that. Like you'll see people out here, you know, being like, oh, what happened to freedom of speech? What we can't, you know, make jokes about black people anymore. It's like, bro, the jokes you're making are, for one, they're not funny, and two, they're tired. It's jokes you've been hearing the last 60 years. Like, you're really out here fighting for your right to make jokes about like watermelon and fried chicken. Right. Like, there's nothing funny there. There's nothing insightful there. Like, for one, we're over it, and two, it's not funny, and three, it's coming from a place of disrespect, which the jokes in Rush Hour did not come from. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, there for sure can be a new like buddy cop movie with where the jokes are rooted in the differences of cultures and ethnicities and such, but the jokes have to come from a place of genuine goodwill and not disrespectful, trying to put you know, people down, which is what Rush Hour jokes were never rooted in. Exactly. You know what I mean? So I think that there can for sure be a movie that emulates the motto of Rush Hour in today's, you know, modern political climate or whatever you want to call it.
Exactly. And that's how I feel too. You feel me? Like, bruh, go ahead and turn that Rush Hour on in the crib, bro. Just let them play it right now, because, like he said, it was respect put on all cultures in that Rush Hour. And it was, like he said, the most important thing, be funny, man. Don't be fighting out here. Don't be out here trying to fight for the right to say what they got to say, and don't be a damn lick of funny, bro. Be funny.
It be some old-ass, tired-ass 1932 jokes that we've been hearing for 100 years. Right. It's like, bro, you are not fighting for the right of comedy to be, you know, insightful commentary. You're fighting for the right to say tired, old, recycled racist shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we can't ride with that. Right? You feel me?
Yeah, so yeah, man. Just go ahead and turn them on, man. My mom and dad let me watch Friday, and I think I was too young. I went to the movie
I had that
theater.
on VHS, dog. Yeah. I had that on VHS that summer, and me and my brother and my homie wore that shit into the ground, dog. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, that's been another great episode of the Alley Oop, dog. Bro, this episode was made 100% fantastic by my dog. Like, check them out on Jenkins and Jones, you feel me? Yeah, one of the best podcasts out there with flavor, with us, you feel me? Come on, bro. Tell them, folks, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. You know, like my dog Juju said, holla at us on Jenkins and Jones. We got the YouTube channel. You can find us on Twitter with that handle. Jones is spelled with a Z, not an S. So, man, appreciate you, Juju. Always good chopping up with you, man. Love what you got going on right here, bro, with Metal Lock, man. Shout out to you.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to you 10 times more, man. And that right there was the Alley Oop. Catch us again next week on the same bat channel at the same damn bat time. You dig us.
Folks, listen up. They're here and they're hot. Get ready, because Jimmy John's is turning up the heat. After years of perfecting the cold sandwich, toasted sandwiches are finally here. Try one of their 3 all-new toasted creations. The Toasted Chicken Bacon Ranch, all-natural chicken, creamy home-style ranch, applewood smoked bacon, melted provolone, fresh veggies, all on a perfectly toasted French bread. Good God, does that sound delicious. Or the Toasted Roast Beef and Cheddar, premium roast beef, melty cheddar, creamy horseradish sauce, crispy fried onions, fresh veggies, golden toasted French bread. It just keeps getting better. And the Toasted Ultimate Italian, salami, capicola, smoked ham, applewood smoked bacon, melted provolone, shredded Parmesan, fresh veggies toasted to perfection. Or take your favorite Jimmy John classics like the number 9 Italian Nightclub or the number 11 Country Club and get them toasted. Order now at jimmyjohns.com, on the Jimmy John's app, or stop by your local Jimmy John's today.